Thanks for tuning in, everybody. A couple of people have been asking me what I thought about the recent announcement of Mechwarrior 5 going to Epic exclusively for 1 year. In this video, I will explain my opinion of the matter, and it might just be a little different than you think. Recently, PGI announced that their much anticipated MechWarrior 5 has been delayed to December 10th, and its respective beta is now slated for November. Along with that came the bombshell that it will now be an Epic Store exclusive for 1 year. All this after pre orders were offered with Steam Key. Was I a little upset? Yes, for a little bit. Then I started thinking about it. Not only what it meant for the game, but rather what it meant for Battletech as a whole, its robust community, and its future. Now, I know about the controversies surrounding Epic's launcher, and I'm also aware of the controversies surrounding PGI and the promise of Steam. At this point in time, if you're watching this, you probably have heard of the stories and the rumors, and therefore, I'm not going to go over them. There are far, there are enough videos about it, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and say, make whatever decision you feel comfortable with. Just make sure it's an informed decision. That being said, I decided on a personal level that despite any and everyone's efforts, Epic is here to stay. That isn't going to change. I have far many other things to worry about other than what game launcher I'm using. So, I'm just not going to worry about it. Life is far too short to worry about those things. Now, what am I more upset at? Is the delay of the game to December 10th and its pushback of its beta to November. I totally understand why it was done. Just being a fan, I'm kind of chomping at the bit, so to speak. I was starting to get excited for August. And yes, shameless plug on the screen. We just want to see it do well. That's all we want to see it happen. Honestly, I think this is a good thing. Not for me, not perhaps even you, but this, the future. The future of Battletech as a whole. Think about it. Like, really think about it. Think about having a game such as Mechwarrior on the front page next to a game like Fortnite, where hundreds of thousands of kids rush home each day from school to fire up the Epic's game launcher to play it, only to have the badass image of a king crab greeting them in the face. Imagine how you felt when you first saw your first mech and how cool it looked. Now imagine them having the same feeling. And then that realization that you can drive that thing yourself, that itch that they get for large stomping mechs that starts young, but just simply never goes away. Now, granted, not everyone will feel that way, but really think about how many of the future generation will experience their first true mech experience for the first time. Now, the Battletech community is a passionate and devoted fan base, but we have to realize that the future of Battletech is not us. It is the next generation. While I have my own obscure link to Battletech in my childhood, I sadly did not grow up with. However, many of us in this community grew up reading its books, playing the tabletop, playing its video games, and watching its cartoons. Many of us have dreamed of the day where the shroud is lifted and we no longer have to worry about things such as the unseen and companies not standing up to they shall who shall they who shall not be named, where there are zero games on the horizon for anything Battletech because no one wants to go through the tangled mess that are the licensing agreements of the Battletech property. After the announcement of the Epic Game Store exclusivity, I got into the official Mechwarrior 5 Discord and its general chat voice channel. I was in there all day until the AMA was over later that night. During that time frame, I was privileged enough to witness something unfold that I can only describe as magical. Now, from the first time I got in there would be people popping in, just randomly, okay? And be completely surprised. More often than not, their first reaction was, I didn't expect to see so many people here. And I came in because I heard about the news. Why are there so many people here right now? And if I'm honest with myself, I thought the same thing when I first got in there. Now, people were, of course, venting frustrations and everything. I mean, we are but human, right? But after a while, the talk about Battletech started coming out. The lore, favorite factions, favorite mechs, the playful ribbing of each other for liking clan or inner sphere, the stories of people's first time experiencing Battletech, and people were genuinely laughing and enjoying themselves and having a great time doing it. Now, the fact that all these people were coming together from all over the world, all walks of life, they all had the same thought to hop into Discord just to see what was going on. Kind of amazed me. They didn't realize at the time, and I didn't when I first got there, but it was because of our love for large, stompy mechs. Mechwarrior, Battletech. Then I realized how honored I am to be a part of this community and thought to myself, no, we can't let this die. This is far, far too precious to let it fade into obscurity. So, after much thought, I think this is a good move for the future of Battletech as a whole. I want this game to do well. I want to see a future Mechwarrior game, not just for me, but for the future generations to come. And furthermore, for the future of the community. Now, I hope someday that cooler heads will prevail and we can get past this mess together. I, for one, am keeping my pre order, and I am on this train for the long haul. All right. I love this community. I love Battletech. I love Mechwarrior. All right. And I just want to see it good. See it good. See it do well. But seriously, think of the future of the IP. Think of the future generation. I want to see it do good. I hope to see a beta a little bit earlier. Let us do a real beta. Let us find some bugs and let's get it squashed early, okay? But all in all, let's make this happen. Let's not let this community die. And furthermore, let's make sure that this game goes well. Oh, and one last thing. Just my opinion about the argument of whether Steam is better than Epic amidst all of this. Why, you little... I got you! You!